So, in recent years, the term esport is no longer new to the Vietnamese sport community. As you can see, I'm at the headquarters of one of the most well-known esport teams at this moment, the team that will represent Vietnam at SEA Games this year. So, do you guys know that who am I talking about already? Yes, they are two of the most important influential factors of GAM Esport. Welcome, Mr. TK Nguyen, CEO of Energy Asia and Captain of GAM, Levy. So welcome everyone to Talk Sport today. How are everyone doing?
Doing great. Thank you for having us. We're excited to be here.
So the greatest news at this moment of GAM is that you guys will be the first team representing Vietnam to compete at SEA Games this year. Are you excited about that?
Extremely excited. I mean, I think it's an amazing opportunity for Levy and the team to showcase their talent and make Vietnam proud.
Oh, wow. What about you, Levy?
Yeah, I'm really happy.
But what was the first reaction of the team when you heard about the news?
I mean, I think watching them, we were watching the game here and just seeing them celebrating and how excited the whole team was because they worked so hard, to get to this point and had the opportunity to represent Vietnam at SEA Games is an incredible milestone for them and for our team.
Mm-hmm. So I've known that GAM were first established in 2014, right?
Yes.
It's been 8 years, and last year Energy bought GAM, right, and created Energy Asia.
Yes.
So can you share us more about the Energy Asia operation process ever since till now?
Yes, for sure. So it's been a while. It's been a journey for a few years now. Our chairman from CMG Asia is Mr. Randy Dobson. You might know him from California Fitness. He's one of the founders. He has other companies as well as MOI, Makeup with Hong Ngọc Ha, and then also Energy Asia is his newest venture. So in 2018, he exited California Fitness, his business there, and then he invested additional money into Energy in North America. Now, Energy in North America is one of the biggest esports organizations in the world. Wow. Recently, in 2020, in Forbes listed Forbes listed Energy as number 9 as one of the most valuable esports organizations in the world, above T1, which is one of the most famous esports organizations in the world, based in Korea. So Randy, he wanted to invest in Energy in hopes to bring Energy Asia to life here in Southeast Asia, focusing on Vietnam first. So it was an exciting opportunity for us to help bring Energy to this side of the world, help elevate the esports industry here in Vietnam, and we've been seeing these guys playing for the last few years, kind of watching them, and it was exciting for us to be able to make our first acquisition as GAM, being such the iconic team that they are here in Vietnam.
Oh wow, what a journey, right?
Yeah.
What about you, personally? What made you decided to invest in this field, besides compared to what you have done before? It's totally different.
I mean, in the end of the day, we're entrepreneurs. We're always looking for different opportunities, and we saw this opportunity is such a huge industry here in Vietnam. Globally, esports, there's 500 million esports enthusiasts and fans around the world. It's a huge industry that's growing so quickly. This year, I think it's estimated that esports and gaming industry will hit $1.5 billion.
Wow.
So the way we see it is we're seeing it growing so much in all these developing markets, like in the US, in Europe, China, Korea. So the next market, I think, is Southeast Asia here. And Southeast Asia is such a young demographic. There's 1 billion people here, and with a median age of about 30 years old. So we're very tech savvy, very young. And esports is going to be the future of entertainment and sports.
Yeah, so really potential, right?
Tons of potential. That's why we're here, So we're excited for the opportunity, and we wanted to start here in Vietnam because Vietnam is such a young demographic as well. All the Gen Z, everyone looks up to the guys like this, These are their heroes, These are their Cristiano Ronaldos. These are their sports players that they look up to, maybe the older generation, but the young generation now look up to people like Captain Levy here and some of the other players on GAM.
Yeah, sure. But back in the day, how was the process of researching about GAM? How did you guys approach GAM in the first place?
So when we first were talking to Energy with our CEO over there, Andy Miller, we realized that Energy didn't have a League of Legends team at the moment. So we have teams in Apex Legends, Valorant, Rocket League, and for us it was there's no League of Legends team. So looking into Vietnam, the first team that came to mind, everyone was like, oh, GAM, GAM, GAM. Everyone talked about GAM. Because GAM and what Levy was able to do in 2017 was just make such a huge impact, at MSI and Worlds. It's kind of like the Cinderella team, the underdog team, the team that no one expected. Like, who are these guys? Taking out some of the top teams like TSM, right? Some other really
Maybe
big
G2.
G2.
TSM, Fnatic.
Fnatic too. So
Wow.
So these guys, like, who are these guys taking out some of the most iconic League of Legends teams, And I think the VCS, the Vietnam Championship Series here in Vietnam, is exciting gameplay. They're so aggressive, And so when we were looking into it, everyone's, oh, you guys got to look at GAM. So once we looked into GAM, we looked at first the leadership. So we have Izumin as our general manager. And we looked at Izumin. He's had a career in esports for 10 plus years, from being a player to a coach, and to now being the general manager. And so he understands both sides. He understands being a player, and now he understands being a coach and running a team. And on top of that, being in the media as well, because he's also a streamer and a caster.
Wow, he sounds like a multitask person.
Yeah, he's done a lot. So he's somebody that is well respected in the industry. So I think leadership is very important, and also the leadership of Captain Levy here, He started off in like 2017 here, or what year?
2015?
15.
Yes.
Sorry, 2015. Okay.
Like December 2015.
Okay, 2015, So he's been here, a part of GAM, for such a long time, So to have someone like Levy starting off his career, early stages, and now 2022, a few years later, a few championships under their belt. He's had the opportunity to go abroad, playing in the US
Thieves, yes,
at 100 Thieves.
And Jingdong Gaming in China.
Yeah. So then coming back and bringing that leadership, what he's learned abroad, was something that we really loved. And this is the story of GAM in general, being a team that has at the time, 5 championships, but now 6 since a few weeks ago, right?
Wow. So above all those things, this is a little bit like sensitive probably, but can you share it, or like can you reveal a bit about like a specific number that Energy Asia has invested in GAM?
So, our investment group, CMG Asia and Energy Asia, has committed to investing several million into GAM and just building and developing the esports here in Vietnam. So we don't have a specific number for you guys, but we've invested quite a lot, just acquiring the team, being able to provide them with these world-class facilities like the Energy Gaming House that we're sitting here right now, in our studio and stuff. So it's something that's a long-term investment for us, and we're looking forward to continuing to raise the bar here for Vietnam and just Southeast Asia in general. So it's exciting.
What are the main difficulties that you guys are still facing now in maintaining GAM?
I mean, any business, there's a lot of difficulties, right? But I think most recently with the pandemic, we've had a lot of issues. Just because, these guys competing, winning the VCS, but not being able to travel abroad. The travel restrictions due to the pandemic was one of the things that were difficult for us, because I know as players, they want to showcase their talent and compete against the world's best, whether that's from the US or Korea or China and stuff. And I know they want to see how they measure up against them. But that's been difficult for us, not being able to go abroad and have different opportunities to represent Vietnam. On top of that, GG Stadium, where we play in District 7, over at Crescent Mall, we weren't able to play games and have matches there. So we're not able to engage with all the fans. We're not able to play in front. And I know these guys love playing in front of the fans because they provide them energy, right? It's a lot better than playing, I know they've been playing at the training facility here at the gaming house. And then it's just like, they're training there, they're playing there, they're in that room all the time, right? It's okay. But they made it. But the crowd is outside, they're cheering them on, they're watching, hundreds of thousands of people watching every match. Wow. It's crazy. When I see the numbers, I'm just like, whoa, that many people are watching. And it's exciting just to see people commenting and stuff. So, I think the difficulty is not being able to engage with the fans, not being able to travel abroad and really showcase the team's talent on the global stage.
What a big game. About Levy, can I ask you a little bit about the team? Yeah, so like as a captain, about like the professional perspective, how do you think about the team member capability? How do you think about their training every day? Are they working hard enough, or what else?
So about our team members, they are young, they work hard, they have a lot of potential, and they dream big, and they maybe have a good captain.
For sure, right? No, I think that's their privilege to have such a good captain as you are.
Of course, I mean,
right?
having somebody with his experience, both in Vietnam and abroad, and being able to bring it back. I mean, all the team, like you mentioned, is super young, you know, but they have somebody to look up to, and I think that's important.
Yeah, for sure. Like, what about like in terms of the mental aspect? Do you think like the team members getting along well?
Yes, of course. Like we eat, we sleep, we training, and we've been doing it for like 2 years. So
2 years as a team, the team
yes,
has been
as a
together.
team.
Oh, like 2 years.
same
like
players.
Team, yeah, staying all together, doing all the same thing together. Oh wow.
So I think that's something that's important for us to mention is GAM, our team, the starting 5 lineup have been together for 2 years, which is very uncommon in League of Legends, in the VCS. Players are changing all the time. So that was one of our goals, is to keep the team intact, have captain as our have Levy as our captain.
Yeah, sure. But like I remember, like all the team members, they are quite at young age, right?
Yeah.
So besides investing on like accommodation, right, equipment, and everything else, do you think like Energy Asia should like invest more in education?
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, that's something that we definitely want to do to help these guys as well. I mean, we want to do more like training before. We do physical training and mental training. You know, physical, we have different trainers from LEAP that come over 3 times a week. They stretch them out. They do some physical activity, do it as a team. We have a fitness area downstairs here in the Energy Gaming House. And then as far as mental training aspect, you know, we're always trying to teach them new ways of training, like teach them about peak state. You know, it's something that we talk about here at GAM, and it's just, you know, having a good attitude, focusing on what you want to do best. And then let me say that over again. So the question was young, right?
Yeah,
And
like,
education.
Would you consider investing in team members' education?
Yeah. Of course, we want to invest in our players, not just in them gaming, but also from every aspect in their life, from their physical to their mental state of mind as well. So here at the Energy Gaming House, we have a workout area. We have trainers coming from LEAP 3 times a week who are helping them stretch, do light workouts. They do stuff together just to help build teamwork and create a fun atmosphere for them. On top of that, we do like training every now and then. I've worked with Levy and Izumin a lot, just kind of coming up with different like training programs. We have something here we call Peak State, which is kind of like, you know, making sure that you're working and operating at the highest level. You know, every day, you know, everybody has different troubles. We want the players to focus on what they have to do in front of them, taking care of their body, making sure they're getting enough sleep, making sure they're hydrated, making sure they're eating healthy, you know. On top of that, what are they focusing on? We want them to have a positive mindset. Of course, in the game, things are going to happen, but how do you switch and focus on the positive and focus on winning? And then the language that they use. So we usually have this, we have a poster in the training room. You'll see a triangle, and then it's physical, and then it's focus, and then language. So what kind of language are you using with yourself, you know? Making sure that it's positive language that's going to empower you, you know? So I know these guys already do it, but we wanted to give them a system of a way to explain it to the rest of the players and teams. So that's something that we always say, oh, peak state, before you like get into a game or whatever. So those are some of the things that we're investing in. We've also looked into doing English training, because we want them to be able to speak English and then
To be more like international,
yes,
right?
you know, and interact with our Energy team in the U.S. So,
Yeah, sure.
but step by step, you know.
So now we have a mini game for everyone here to get to know if each member can understand about others. Are you ready, guys?
Yes!
But first, let them introduce themselves. First,
Hello guys, I am Kaya.
Hello guys, I'm Hanke. Hello, I'm Sai.
Hello guys, I'm Edwin.
Hi guys, I'm B.
I'm Levi and I play jungle.
Hello, I am Katy.
okay, so first one, who got the longest time playing League of Legends?
Kia.
Oh wow, how long though?
About 10
10 years. Wow, that's
10
long. Okay,
years.
second one, who got the most Instagram or like social media followers?
Levi.
Okay, next one, who is lazy at taking exercise the most?
Kia nha.
You don't like Kia? Oh my god. Okay, so who would like to eat snack the most?
Kia nha.
Snacky. Okay, so next one, who is the most stubborn person? Cứng đầu nhất.
Style đi ha, style.
This one, this
Đi
one.
vai. Lại đi vai.
What about who is the most handsome person in the team? Which one? Come on, show me your hand, everyone. Be confident. Who burns the money without thinking the most? Ai kiểu tiêu xài mà nhiều nhất? On what? What will you spend money on?
On them.
On them?
Yes.
What do you mean?
It's like I buy them food.
Aw.
I let them travel and
Sugar daddy à?
So who is the tallest one in the house?
Kia
Yeah.
Mia. How tall are you?
175.
Oh, okay. What about the shortest one?
oh.
Which
style.
one?
Oh, style hungry, style hungry.
Hanke.
Stand up, stand up.
How tall are you again?
168.
168. Okay, that's like the average like height of Vietnamese people. What about who got spoiled by Izumin the most?
Kia
Yeah. Why?
The
Everyone,
princess.
tell me why.
The princess of Gam.
Why?
I don't know, that is.
No.
No. Okay, so last but not least question. Who would buy lunch today for everyone?
TK.
TK Nguyễn.
How about this year? But, okay, xong rồi mọi người. Okay, thank you mọi người. Mọi người có thể enjoy cái talk không? Bây giờ chắc là mọi người hiểu nhau hơn một chút rồi đấy. Yeah. What about the next move? Have you like planned about like the GAM orientation in the future?
There's so many things that we want to do. Right now, we're focused SEA Games. Everything is SEA Games related. But for the near future, for GAM, we want to be able to continue to build the brand, build up the team, build up our story. I think it's an amazing opportunity that we have coming up, but it's going to be important. How do we, unite and inspire the future generation of esports players, fans, and just bring the community together in general. Some things that we're looking at in our future plans would be looking into mobile teams as well, outside of League of Legends. Mobile is such a huge platform here, especially in Southeast Asia, because everybody has a smartphone in their pocket. Now with 5G, it's just easy for people to, get involved, either playing games or just watching, professional players like GAM and stuff. So we're looking at different teams. So if there's any teams out there that are interested in joining Energy Asia and being a part of our organization, we would love to hear from you guys. On top of that, we want to invest into content creators and streamers. Some of our players like Levy streams all the time, but we want to have like a streaming team who's just focused on streaming and creating fun content.
Wow. But Levy, do you mind revealing us a little bit about your income at GAM? I think that would motivate a lot to the young generation. Yeah.
I'm one of the top players here in VCS, so I made a good income and I'm able to take care of myself and my family.
Wow. So I
I think he's the top player. He's being humble, but I think he's the top player here in the VCS. And
think that's a lot more than the normal office job.
yeah, I would say so. I think Levy makes a comfortable living. Like you said, he's able to take care of himself, his family. I think be able to live a comfortable life. But he's worked hard and he deserves it. He's been training and doing this for years. If you guys see, I think sometimes people think, oh, they're just playing video games. No, these guys are training, dedicating themselves to their passion in hopes to inspire the future generations. So we hope that Levy will continue to inspire, the next Captain Levy, the next person, the next esports face for Vietnam.
Yeah, sure. But Levy, when was the time when you were sitting in front of the screen longest? What was the record?
There was a time I stayed up for 40 hours and
What?
yeah, I was young at that time, okay? And I'm not recommending that. I was doing it for only one time.
Yeah, so, he's, like you said, it's one time. But sometimes when you're doing something that you love, you just zone out and you lose track of time. But it's probably not something that we would like to recommend. So all the gamers out there, make sure you get sleep, make sure you stay hydrated. It's super important.
Exactly. So this is what I'm curious about. Like, what did Levy and other team members do to balance like the life between training and like personal life? What are those?
Outside the game, we as a team we play soccer. One a week, and sometimes we go to the movies.
I mean, I think for these guys, they dedicate so much time, energy, and effort into training. So I'm very happy that they do get to play soccer, once a week. But they also like train and do other activities outside. We're trying to get them to be more active together, So, but being an athlete, esports athlete like this, like you're dedicating your sleep, scrimmage, training, repeat over and over. Just like any other athlete. When you're dedicated to something and you want to be the best, you focus on that. So it's important though that they have a little bit more balance though.
I know that League of Legends is your like main hobbies, right? But outside of that, what are your other hobbies?
Hobby just like playing video games, like different video games.
Like
Like Valorant, like FIFA Online.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Soccer in online.
According to everything that you guys have to share, I can tell like Energy Asia, or I can say TK and Izumin have like taken a good care on everyone in the team, right? So do you think you and Izumin can be like, or like are good enough to be the father leading the team, or like the young generation in the future in this like esport field?
I mean, for me, I'm the old guy here, right? So I'm here to provide my experience for them. But I really look at Izumin and somebody like Captain Levy here to be really the ones leading the way and kind of being the more experienced person to guide the future generation. For me, I'm just here to support them with what they need and provide them with a little bit of guidance. But these guys, I think they're more than capable. So I leave it into Izumin and Levy's hands to guide the team the rest of the way so we can continue to make history this year.
But like, will like Energy Asia like recruit new teams in the future, or like?
Yes, of course. I mean, we're looking at it now. Not just teams. We're looking at mobile teams right now, and also teams that are playing on PC or console. We're looking to expand. I know there's a huge demand and a huge growth in mobile gaming. So teams maybe in the Wild Rift or Valorant Mobile is coming. And we're going to continue to search and see what our options are. But we also want to expand with streamers and content creators. So yeah, we're looking to grow the NRG fam. So hopefully we'll be finding future esports players and superstars coming soon.
So when we visit GAM fan page, the first thing that we see is the slogan "Rise as One," right? So TK, can you share us or like explain us more about like the spirit based on this slogan?
This year is a historic year, with multiple international events, and it's really important for us. We can't do it alone. GAM Energy Asia, we need everybody to come together. We want to, make sure that we show appreciation for all the people in the esports industry, the players, the teams that came before us, that have helped us get to this point where now it's at SEA Games. It's the first time that League of Legends will be a medaled event at SEA Games, and it's here in Hanoi. So we want to get everybody together, all the GAM fans, all the League of Legends fans from the VCS and just throughout the world, and just esports and gamers in general. How do we come together and rise as one? For us, it's really about growing the pie. For us, it's about growing the esports industry, not just for League of Legends, but for all the games, because we see this as the future of sports and entertainment. So if we can come together and rise as one and, make a really big impact, and hopefully we'll become legendary in the process.
Yeah, for sure. With that vision, how do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years for Energy Asia, we're continuing to expand, like I mentioned. We really want GAM to be a household name. We want these guys to be known and be recognized for all their hard work and what they've been able to do, and hopefully continue to bring pride to Vietnam. This is the first time, like we mentioned, where SEA Games, if there's an opportunity, we're really excited for the opportunity. Hopefully we'll be bringing gold home for Vietnam, and we hope that everyone will be celebrating with us in the streets of Vietnam. So it's an exciting time for esports, an exciting time for GAM. So the next 5 years, continue to grow with multiple teams, content creators and streamers, and then get into the Web3 space, maybe with NFTs and things like that. So step by step. So we hope that you guys will join us for this journey and come together and continue to rise as one together.
Wow, I think like everyone will be the same as I am right now. I'm super like delighted and excited with the upcoming games of GAM at esports this year.
Yes.
Yeah, so it can be like a big game for everyone.
Yes, we're excited for that. So I hope you guys will tune in and support GAM as we are going to be representing Vietnam in the next few weeks. So everyone at home, send your love, send your good energy over here to Levy and the whole team, and hopefully we'll be making you guys proud.
Do you think like the upcoming games at SEA Games this year will be like a big step for GAM to kind of like rebranding the name, like maybe like out Vietnam to like the world or like the international, worldwide? Okay.
No, I mean, I think it's an amazing opportunity because this is the first time that League of Legends is being recognized by SEA Games as a medal event. So if these guys can be the first ones to bring home gold, I mean, if that would be like, you know, I think they would be like national heroes, right? That's something that, you know, they went from playing in the local internet cafe to becoming a professional player. And now, I don't know if Levy, like, you know, they ever envisioned one day that they would be representing Vietnam, you know, representing their country on this stage and being able to make Vietnam proud.
So I hope that you guys will earn the gold medal in our upcoming SEA Games tournament and will achieve more in the future, right? So, but now, can you guys like do the signature pose for like the viewer to see how it is? Yeah, sure.
Levy, what time is it? It's GAM time.
Hey, everyone.
This is our signature GAM signature hand pose. So we hope you guys will join us at SEA Games and throw up your GAM signs.
So thank you TK and Levy today for making time for us. I know that you guys are super busy these days, but we really appreciate for this talk that you guys did today.
Thank you for having us.
So that's all for today, everyone. I hope that you guys had a good time with us as GAM, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. It's me, Han Fong. I'll see you later. Bye.